injured, jersey number 24 Kaushik Panchal and jersey number 30 Jasveer Singh.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
It's been a challenging season so far. So, how are you keeping the team motivated?
Yes, it has been a very challenging season for us, but I think all these guys, these are great characters. They want to win. Nobody wants to lose, and we want to go on a high note. I'm sure we will have the last chance today.
Are injuries or fitness issues playing a part in the team's struggles this season?
Yes, we have had major injury blows. We had our outstation player Nirmal Singh being injured in the practice session. We had Zidane going through injury. He had a surgery. We had Ishwar, outstation player, who got injured. We had our key player Vijay Rathwa, who's been injured from the first match. So I think we have been unlucky on the part of injuries and fitness wise.
And what message are you giving to the dressing room at this stage?
We have been very clear to the boys. We should go have fun, just play the game, and with high spirits, good intensity. I'm sure we will win.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the very best for the game.
Thank you.
So, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you managing team morale in the current situation?
Yeah, it's good. Few injuries are there, but okay, we have slightly changed the place and formations. So we are hoping the best.
And how confident are you about avoiding bottom position before the league goes end?
Yes, we are struggling hard this season, but uh, we are focusing on at least. We are not able to qualify, but we are trying to at least fourth or third place. That's what our intention to play this game. It's now all about players, how they wanted to perform.
Okay. And what kind of game are you expecting today?
Yeah, obviously to win, we wanted to win and high pressing as usual. No compromise in quality, where we wanted to get results. That's what all about.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, and all the very best for the
Thank
game.
you.
Hello everyone, a very good evening, and we are all set for another crucial battle. SAURASHTRA Spartans, this is how they line up today. Raj Chauhan, Moinuddin Khan, Rahul, Harpreet, Suraj, Ishwar, Krishna, Jigmesh, Rudra Chetri, Abhay Yadav and Jetveet Gummy. On the bench they've got Prateek, Yash, Shane, Ashraf, Dharampreet and Vijay R. And they're playing under the chaperonage of Mr. Balpreet Singh, a known name in the Indian footballing excellence. A quick look at the formation. 4-3-3 is what they have. In the back line, they've got Abhay Yadav and Rudra Chetri as the centre-back pair. They've got the facility of Suraj Shenoy and Harpreet Singh. In the midfield, it's going to be Krishna Pal, Jignesh Parmar, and definitely Moinuddin Khan, their skipper. Attacking from the flanks, it is Ishwar. And up front, it is Rahul Paswan. Quickly take a look at the opposition. KARNAVATI Knights, just a few moments ago, that's how they line up for today. Shubham Tiwari under the sticks, Joseph Ankit, their skipper. Rohit Fatiyal, Vishesh Pandey, Ramsingh Rathwa, Irfan Abarsi, Siddhant Lakera, Siddhant Pranay, Yash Chudashma, Tejas and Sapam Kennedy Singh. On the bench, they've got the likes of Ashutosh, Manav, Kuldeep, Sunil, Abhay, Kaushik and Jayashveer. They are playing under Shivakumar V, and they have gone forward with the formation of 3-5-2, kind of an ultra-aggressive formation, trying to center their focus on the midfield. In the defense, they've got the likes of Ramsingh Rathwa, alongside them Sapam Kennedy Singh as the key centre-back. So watch out for them. This is match number 13, and we are live from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, India. The Eka Arena, playing host. This has been an exciting journey so far for both these teams. Obviously, KARNAVATI Knights, the defending champions, they've had a bit of a challenge, and they had to back down for particular reasons. But with that being said, when I say back down, I mean the title challenge that we talked about. That didn't quite happen. However, it's a part and parcel. You win some, you lose some. And ahead of this game, both the teams obviously would be facing out their individual challenges.
We would like to welcome our chief guest of the evening, SN Gold Superintendent
The
of
two teams marching out to the center.
Shri Bharat Rathod and the
Both the
owner
teams,
Saurashtra Spartans
they are
Kanavati,
playing for
winner of the
pride, and I
Kanavati Knights,
think
Deepika Patel and
it's a
Jyoti Patel,
significant
and
slide
the
for the
owner of
Karnavati
KARNAVATI
Knights
Avengers, signed
still
the
to
pledge,
register a victory.
accompanied by
Same
Honorable
goes for
President
Saurashtra
MD
Spartans
of
as well.
SSA, Sri Punjab Singh
No
Chauhan,
wins in the four
and the
games,
Executive Member of
and this
Board
is their
Members, Mr. Ankit Patel.
last group stage fixture. As things stand, Surat Strikers right at the top of the points table, 4 matches, 3 wins, 1 draw, have qualified for the final. Ahmedabad Avengers as well, 4 matches, 3 wins, 1 loss, and a point behind the Strikers. At the other end, though, the Dodara Warriors, 3 matches, 2 victories, a draw, has left them in the third position. Gandhinagar Giants, 4 matches, 1 victory, 3 defeats. Not exactly the promising numbers that we talk about. Karnavati Knights still desperate for that opening win of the tournament. And so does the Saurashtra Spartans. Yes, honored by the presence of our hallowed guests
I
today.
request everybody to rise for the
I
national
think this
anthem.
is a significant moment for these youngsters. Right, that very proud moment for all of us when the national anthem is being sung. And post that, these two teams, they'll be shaking hands. For being the wild, untenable, unstoppable forces dishing out their very best in the center. The match officials, they'll have a bit of an important role to play in a fixture like this. The customary photo ops. I'll quickly confirm the match officials for today. And the two captains will be now stepping out into the center. Of course, Moinuddin Khan for the Saurashtra Spartans. And at the other end, it is Joseph Auker, the man who spearheaded the revolution for the Karnavati Knights last season. And just to give you all a quick heads up about today's match officials, we have got Jarvish Makwan, the referee, and the assistant referees are Pratik Bajaj and Rashid Dalala, the fourth official, Akash Mehta, match commissioner, Mr. Dinesh Nair. Very seasoned names in AIFF, have previously been a part of I-League, I-League 2 as well. Got quite a few players to watch out for, definitely the likes of Sapam Kennedy Singh, who was a part of I-League 2 recently. And then you've got Joseph Akib, you've got the likes of Rahul Paswan as well. Moinuddin Khan, a very talented player. Definitely keep your eyes on for Rohit Fatiyal as well from the Karnavati Knights. Vishal Dubey had a decent start to the tournament, but then conceding in the first game is what proved to be his unspooling. Couldn't really get himself that all important momentum that he usually looks forward to. And the two teams out in the center. Getting all set for the action. It's the Spartans with the final hurdle. On the left side of your frame.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we are underway here. On your frame, attacking from the left to the right in their signature yellow, it is the Karnavati Knights. And on your frame, attacking from the right to the left in their signature blue, it is the SAURASHTRA Spartans. Can any of these two teams register that all-elusive opening victory at the tournament? The Spartans in their last game. Karnavati Knights will have a match more before we head to the finals. The long throw coming in, nicely repelled away. Not a quick throw. Nice ball through the center. Controls it well enough. Lovely switch to the right. Taking their time, trying to get in the get in those quick passes. Out there, Karnavati Knights, they do well to win the ball back. And now trying to attack from the right. Crossfield ball into the box. Easy pickings there for Raj Chauhan. And Raj rolls it forward. Now the forward release. However, shouldn't really. Well. What did we have just there? It was a harmless ball that was looped forward. And the defenders taking a bit of a time out there. The coach of SAURASHTRA Spartans, Balpreet Singh, he's going to be happy with that. Why not? His team has just been granted an opportunity. That's because the Karnavati Knights were caught sleeping. What was a very harmless delivery was cleared away. It was rather scrambled away at the expense of a corner. And if they concede from this, I think the reason why they haven't really fired. Moinuddin with the delivery towards the second post. And the ball flies out of the park. Going to be a goal kick. Early jitters out there for the defending champions Karnavati Knights. I think this hasn't exactly been the season where they were at their phenomenal best. This has been a season where they have been challenged and they haven't really got the better of each other. Another ball sent downtown and it eventually clears the lines. The Spartans, they try and make it all the way from the left, trying to create an opportunity. All the way back to the goalkeeper. How to find ball forward. Karnavati Knights. I think if there has been one critical element missing out from the season of theirs, it has been that control, that understanding between themselves. They have been panicked. They have panicked way too easily. And that is the challenge. I think the passing, the body language, it kind of is a reflection of the same. Fine ball towards the right, Vishesh Pandey trying to get in. Vishesh gets in a great chance. Lovely cross in the box there. However, that goes out off bounds. Here's an opportunity and a terrific strike as well. From just outside that box out there. I think he had his eyes on the prize. And it was Siddharth Pranay showing that shooting flair of his. Great chance, a great flash of brilliance being showcased. Again, fine interception today. The Karnavati Knights, they look a lot more expressive. And their body language is out on the field. It's pretty palpable. However, the SAURASHTRA Spartans not going to sit back, to be honest. Nice push in front and not the best of controls, to be honest. Karnavati Knights, they are playing out those small passes. Another opportunity. That has been taken care of. It's going to be a free kick now for SAURASHTRA Spartans. However, intercepted by the Knights, and they try and roll forward. An excellent release. Vishesh Pandey trying to make the most of it. However, excellent clearance as well from the Spartans. Both these teams, they have got some intense firepower in their arsenal. Crucial ball to the right. Can they make their way to the center? Not really. One back by Joseph Haukip. Joseph pushing it out to the right to Ram Singh Ratwa. Ratwa pushes it back to Rohit. Rohit now switching it out to his left to Sapam Kennedy Singh. Kennedy trying to use that left fringe. Back to Kennedy. The Knights, they're controlling possession despite those brief bursts of brilliance for the Karnavati Knights. Let's see if the Saurashtra Spartans can come up with something solid, something resolute. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Oh, that was tricky. That was so not needed, and this is once again proof of the fact that both the teams, their defense, they've had multiple chinks in their armors. That is the problem. Bit of a push out there. Referee says let's keep the ball rolling. That's a fine touch. Wonderful ball out there, nicely intercepted, and now being rolled along in their own yard. Joseph Hauke with that forward release can be an opening for the Karnavati Knights. Unfortunate, however, gets a bit of an extended touch. Quite heavy, to be honest. Next time a lot easier for the counterparts. Krishna. Oh, Krishna couldn't really knit it where he wanted to. And an attempt to try and get the forward ball in place. Once again, proving to be a bit too stingy, to be honest. Nice bit of control on display. Throw in. Pushed away comfortably. The Spartans initially had that ember of brilliance. However, things started turning tricky once the Karnavati Knights found their foothold and started fighting back with every single option in their arsenal. They've got quite a few talented players. I mean, this season might not have been the one that they were looking forward to. It had promise at the start, but then it fizzled away. However, the players, the sparks, it's all out there. It's just a matter of one moment of madness. It's a matter of one moment of individual brilliance. And it all would turn into a full-blown dynamic display from the Karnavati Knights. Wherein the Saurashtra Spartans, they will have to keep an eye out because the Knights, no matter what has been the fate of their season, they can be mighty menacing. Good blockade there through the center, trying to make the most. Plays it on to the left. Gentle ball. Small controlled passes being played from the back. Really good to witness the Karnavati Knights displaying control in terms of those forward releases, in terms of those small passes in place. Good push forward. Vishesh with the ball and the goalkeeper. That's a fine collection. It had a bit of a leap laced with it. It was always going to be tricky. But taken care of, nice and fine. Very good control, to be honest. Still with the Knights. Plays it back and they fail to control that. It goes out off the bylines. Gentle push. Throwing for the Karnavati Knights. Still with the Knights. The Spartans trying to press slightly higher. Joseph Hauke from the right. A good ball through the center. The idea was to find a player coming in from the left. However, not to be. Good push back. Stays with the goalkeeper. And now another fine ball, another fine push forward. There's an opportunity for the Spartans. They wanted to loop one of those deliveries into the box there. That goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Quickly taken, headed away by the Spartans. For a moment, of course. But the Knights are in position to drive forward. It's going to be a goal kick. Still with the Spartans. Another throw-in. Another opening as well. Chested down just in time. It's a fine through ball onto the left, and now the Saurashtra Spartans. An excellent control, going for that near post. Then it had a very difficult angle to try and take it on. Nicely headed away to safety. Quick throw in as well. They're now trying to penetrate from the left. Fine cross, an opportunity for the Spartans. They failed to make the most of it. Could have been one of those openings altogether. Another forward ball sent in front. Nicely dealt with. Going to be a throw in. Still stays with the Knights. Ram Singh Rakpa pushes around towards the left. Headed away back with the Karnavati Knights. However, they aren't really making those headways. When it comes to categorical chances, the Saurashtra Spartans have been a lot better. It's going to be a throw in here. For the Saurashtra Spartans. Quickly taken, Rudra Chetri with the throw. Stays with Rahul Paswan. Rahul goes for that crossfield ball towards the far right. Gentle push back. Slightly heavy. In terms of that touch, the ball goes out of play. Shivakumar, the coach of the Karnavati Knights. Karnavati Knights on the move, chesting it down just in time and whipping in that cross. Inside the box, delivers the ball in. And once again faded away just in the nick of time. The Karnavati Knights trying to use that right wing to their very best. Another opportunity for the Knights, and they go all the way from distance to try and hammer home towards the goal, but then not to much avail. Still with the Spartans, taking their time. Back to the Spartans now. Rudra Chetri plays it to the center to Moinuddin. Moinuddin misses out on that. Another lovely ball onto the left. That has been pushed away for a corner. It's going to be a corner for the Karnavati Knights, another opportunity for them. Here you can see them enjoying. Floated in, palmed away for another corner. Another opportunity, a lovely shot from range. And that has been taken care of. Great strong hand to it. We'll take a look. First palmed away in the first place. And the second ball falling right at the feet of Joseph Aukip, the captain. And had it not been for the alert reflexes of Raj Chauhan, it could have been trouble for the SAURASHTRA Spartans. Manav Vyas floats a corner in. And the lovely volley. Oh, looks like the ball's gone in. In all likelihood, it must have veered off its original trajectory. And the ball has just rolled into the back of the net in catastrophic fashion. What did we just witness? We'll have to take a look there. Raj Chauhan definitely had things under control. Possibly the ball might have taken a deflection before it could have come to Raj. Or did it actually take a deflection off him? Yeah, it actually took a deflection off Raj Chauhan himself. "25 minutes in, and we have the first goal of the game. It came from Joseph Aukip.
The first goal scored by jersey number 6, Joseph Aukip from Karnavati Knights.
That's the official confirmation, said Joseph Aukip. Getting the all-important goal for his team. Well, obviously, he had an element of fortune out there. But then, truth be told, things looked kind of tricky. And a gentle push, but all the way back to the goalkeeper. "27 minutes on the ticker and as things stand, it's still 1-0. A bit of a lucky strike for Joseph Aukip. Definitely it had the sting, but I think the goalkeeper, Raj Chauhan, should have done better. Back with the Spartans now. They want to knock it forward. All the way back. For the first time after a long time have we seen the Karnavati Knights goalkeeper being tested. Joseph Hauke. It goes without saying, he'll be brimming with confidence. Not the best of deliveries out there, intercepted. And that's quality goalkeeping, but it has fallen back for the Spartans, but good defending, good timely blockades. Danger still looming large. Rudra Chetri fails to capitalize. Flag has been raised. As the drinks break takes place. Kanavati Knights still leading in this game thanks to Joseph Hauke. Well, once again, the SAURASHTRA Spartans, they are on the move there, hoping to create a bit of an window of opportunity to restore parity. Another fine shot, great save as well. Danger still not over, possession lingers on. Still stays with the Karnavati Knights. However, couldn't really break free. Here comes the Knights again. Chasing, they're in pursuit of the ball. And the SAURASHTRA Spartans, they're looking in good touch, trying to dribble past their markers. Back in possession. Another fine delivery onto the left. And an excellent cross in the box there. Moinuddin, once again, this time more of an emasculated hit altogether. All the way back to goalkeeper Shubham Tiwari. Looks like he's had a bit of a challenge. The dugout. We also have more or less of a pack stand. Headed away comfortably there by the SAURASHTRA Spartans. An opportunity again. Spartans now trying to dart forward. Another attempt to try and rattle the goalkeeper. For a moment, he had things going off. Now from the right, looking for opportunity as well. Can they eventually let one towards the goal? This can be a second possible opening. Trying to probe the goalkeeper. Again, trying to make the most. However, loses out of shape and the ball goes out of play. The fans very patiently watched on with bated breath now. This game continues to provide all possible entertainment as well. "35 minutes. Back with Rudra Chetri. Chetri drops it forward, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. "36 minutes on the clock. Still 9 minutes of regulation time to go, and whatsoever follows suit. Another excellent release onto the left there. And the goalkeeper gets it out of the danger zone. 37 minutes. Do we have more drama remaining in the first half? That's going to be interesting to witness. You can see the players and the fans having a chat amongst themselves. From the left, it is the KARNAVATI Knights chasing for the ball. But again, not to be. "7 minutes is what remains of the first half. A bit of discussion there between the two refs. throw in. Ram Singh Ratwa. The gentle ball through the center. And now from the right it is the Spartans again, trying to make the most. And the referee blows the whistle. It's going to be a free kick. Final 6 minutes remain on the ticker. Still remains with the Karnavati Knights. They're taking their time slowly and steadily. Do they want to launch the attack? Pushed away towards the back. Rather fine forward release, however. Way too heavy. Straight to the goalkeeper. All the way back to the goalkeeper again. And the referee blows the whistle. Still waiting for this game to take even crazier turns. And I think we've got all the necessary ingredients to flip it around. Fine push towards the left. Still stays with the Karnavati Knights, trying to whip that cross in. But it had a fine defensive intervention, thereby resulting in a subsequent corner. Going to be another corner for the Karnavati Knights, another opportunity. One along the carpet. And now the SAURASHTRA Spartans. They will be darting forward. And the referee once again blowing the whistle. Got in the offside trap on that occasion. It's been a very hot and humid day. Another free kick for Karnavati Knights. They would still be desperate to walk away with all 3 points, at least the first win of the tournament. I think they would be eyeing for a good finish after kind of a shaky start. Not the title defense, that they would have wanted. And that goes out of play. A long chase for Vishesh Pandey, but looks like the ball will win. Possibly a couple of minutes, or maybe 3 minutes might be added on. Not too many stoppages in the game. I think, of course, the drinks break would be taken into account, and alongside whatsoever fouls have happened. It has been a clean game. Referee going to whistle out there on that occasion. Just asking the players to possibly pacify themselves. Should be a throw-in. I'll quickly confirm the minutes added to the ticker. Back to the goalkeeper once again. And the Knights in quest of possession, hoping to compound their attacks. 2 minutes of additional time. This can be a good opening. Once again, the flag going up, thereby snuffing out the belligerence of SAURASHTRA Spartans. It was their captain Moinuddin trying to make the most of this attack. Unfortunate, however. Last minute of play remaining. Another fine ball forward all the way back to the goalkeeper. I think he will definitely have a thought or two. When he goes back to the dressing room, the coach might have a word. Things like this happen, you know, in football. At times, no matter how good you are, no matter even if you are the titan, there will be days where things won't just go your way. And you have to accept it, learn from your mistakes, get off the canvas, and start doing better. Start looking for better ways to display your grit and gumption, better ways to tell yourself that you can, or you are made for something way more notable. That's a bit of a heavy push, allowing the SAURASHTRA Spartans to win the ball back. And with this, we come to the end of a pretty decent first half, offering ample tactical flair. Of course, this man, RC, he will like to go back, take a bit of a breather, and come out stronger. At the end of the first half, as things stand, it's Karnavati Knights 1, SAURASHTRA Spartans 0. We'll quickly take a short breather and return to the second half of the contest. Stay tuned, everyone. In the meanwhile, do not forget to catch the highlights.
on this occasion, we would request Mr. DCP Bharat Goel to come on the stage, and I would like Honorary General Secretary of GSFA, SAURASHTRA, to felicitate him with a memento.
We would like to invite all the GSFA office barriers and GSFA executive committee members and all the team owners of Gujarat Super League. GSFA Club Championship 2025 for senior men. Total 12 clubs participated in the league. The qualifiers round was played in single leg format and the final round was played between 10 teams in home and away format. In total, around 100 matches were played, scoring of total around 323 goals. A total of 284 players participated under the guidance of 64 team officials. The third runner-up team is Suryavanshi FC. The team is felicitated with a check of 25,000 rupees. Next up we have the second runner-up team, which is CBM FC. The second runner-up team is being felicitated with a check of rupees 50,000. The runner-up team, Gandhinagar FC, will be felicitated with medals and trophy and check of rupees 75,000. now we have the champion team of GSFA Club Championship 2025 for seniors men, ARAFC. The team will be felicitated with the medals, trophy and a cheque of rupees 1 lakh.
Half-time substitution for Saurashtra Spartans. Jersey number 44 Raj out. Jersey number 1 Pratik in. Another substitution for Saurashtra Spartans.
We talked about a few changes in the first half. We talked about a few fragilities that looked pretty shaky out in the first half for both the teams. Looks like both the teams have come up with necessary reinforcements in the second, hoping to bolster their grip on this game. As things stand at the halfway mark, it's the KARNAVATI Knights who hold a 1-0 lead, and we are underway in the second half as well. And on your frame, kicking the ball from the left to the right in their signature blues, it is the SAURASHTRA Spartans. And on your frame, attacking from the right to the left, it is the KARNAVATI Knights, who currently holds a very slender lead and can still be the ones to call the shots emphatically enough. Of course, the SAURASHTRA Spartans will have to come up with something resonating, something absolutely brilliant in order to try and push their counterparts back, in order to try and restore parity. And at the other end, the KARNAVATI Knights, they will like to give out a glimpse of what they are capable of. Back with the Spartans. Again, they need to have better control over themselves. They need to have an understanding of how they can create the chances. Looks like there was a bit of foul play involved. Referee blowing the whistle, laying down the law, awarding a free kick out here. Also, an extended hand of support. You can see the fans watching the game in the stand. Fine delivery on to the right. The Spartans now still looking for a bit of momentum, still looking for a bit of uplifted body language. Somehow at this point in time, they are stuck and they are looking to break free as much as possible. And the confirmation of the substitutions, Chetvi went out for the Spartans, Shane came in, and Raj went out, Pratik came in. Raj had a bit of a howler in the first half itself. The Knights once again on the prowl, and And an Enterprise from distance eludes everyone in the process. Gentle push towards the left. Nicely headed away. The Spartans now looking to control the midfield, and I think Moinuddin will have to play an important role out here if the Spartans have to turn things around. Excellent layoff onto the left. Looks like he was already caught in the offside trap. Referee blows the whistle. Back with the Spartans again. I think what the Spartans need right now is they'll have to be cool, calm, and composed. They are just a goal down, and a one-goal difference is never one that will sow seeds of misgivings in your mind. You should have the confidence that you can turn it around at any point in time. It's not that they have had an entirely dampened game. Yes, they've had looks like a leash of life for the Karnavati Knights. A sensational delivery from the left. The fine header, but it had more of a ballooning trajectory as the ball went out. They need to be careful because Karnavati Knights, they've got a very high pressing unit. So if you allow them an inch, they can prove to be very, very dangerous. And you wouldn't want that at all. Twisting and falling around on the right fringes but couldn't really make headway as you would have expected. SAURASHTRA Spartans creating trouble for themselves. If you aren't confident, I think you've got to take your chances to clear the balls. Looks like they have kind of committed a bit of a collision there. You can see tense faces in the dugout of the Karnavati Knights. The referee blowing the whistle. See the young kids watching the game with keen anticipation. Saturday night blockbuster, a Saturday night swashbuckler, whatever you want to call it. Bit of a pushback there. Now flipped at the other end of the field. Nicely brought under control, trying to get past his marker with a couple of step overs. Could have done better. Needed support. He was scanning the perimeter, trying to bid some time before he could let the ball in. However, didn't really get the help that he was looking forward to. Here they come from the left. Gentle knock forward all the way back to the goalkeeper. Decent box-to-box action. Second half hasn't yet provided the pyrotechnics that they were looking forward to. Yes, for a split second, it felt like the Karnavati Knights came close with an opportunity, a fine cross that had the intent of breaching the opposition defense. But again, the consequent header that could have eventually induced that element of chaos was somehow toothless. Okay, on the ball, trying to find a few resources around. Back to Haukip again. Looks like he'll get the ball out. One of his teammates is down in the ground, contorting in agony. Still a long way to go. More than half an hour. Almost close to 40 odd minutes, and taking into account the extra time. I think for the Gujarat footballing fans, this is a massive moment. This is a massive opportunity to turn up and watch some high quality footballing action, which is very, very important. You know, as they say that if you want to learn, you've got to watch the games. There's a lot of things, I mean, in a top tier league like this, you see the top players of the state being a part of it, and then they eventually showcase the kind of prowess, the kind of precision, flair, artistry that they get into the table. They blend it out in the same breath, and they hope that they dish out a top quality performance. That's exactly has been the case so far. Picking up the punches along the way there, trying to create some pressure on the Saurashtra Spartans, and the Spartans trying to hit their opposition back on the counter. However, how good will they make of it? Only time shall reveal. For now, it's very dodgy. In the first half, they had a couple of categorical goal scoring chances. They couldn't make the most of it. In the second half, they've looked better. However, the goal scoring chances that they have been hunting for somehow hasn't been on offer in the second half. That's the tricky part. The Knights got some space out in the center, got some leeway in the midfield, and they will just be hoping that they can get the much needed momentum. Not the best of balls there, Moinuddin covering ample ground altogether. Now push through the centre field. Again on the left, creating chances out there. The Spartans. Lovely ball into the box. There was an element of uncertainty looming large, but very good goalkeeping, keeping a calm head around his shoulder there. He's wrapped his gloves around the ball. almost an hour of football altogether. I think the second season of Gujarat Super League has so far been a pretty decent one. More action coming your way. Sends it downtown. Eludes everyone in the process. Looks like a bit of a hit taken, the referee blowing down the whistle.
Substitution coming in for Karnavati Knights. Jersey number 7 Vishesh Pandey out. Jersey number 10 Kuldeep Thakur in. Another change for Karnavati Knights. Jersey number 9 Irfan Abbasi out. Jersey number 17 Tejas in.
Looks like the Knights are going to introduce a couple of changes here. Another ball sent downtown. Headed away. The Spartans trying to find some space for their players. At this time, he lost his shape there. Another couple of changes. Looks like Tejas is coming in, Irfan's going out. And Kuldeep has been made to come in. Vishesh has gone out. Still too much on the lines, to be honest. Still a lot of reparations need to be done for the SAURASHTRA Spartans. The referee once again blowing the whistle. Small short touches being repeated right now. It's going to be interesting to see that how these two teams react and respond. How these two teams go about their business for the remaining half an hour. From the left, the Knights, they keep on compounding their attacks. Spartans desperate to keep the ball out of the danger lines. Bit of a heavy touch, loses out control, conceded possession just at the edge of the box. And now with so small, crisp touches, they want to penetrate into the box there. through the center. I think in this game, I think the Karnavati Knights, they have looked a lot more confident. They haven't exactly just given things away. Yes, they've had a few defensive chinks in their armors as well. A few defensive chinks in their armor as well. However, they haven't really let them turn into those gigantic crevasses. They've played those short balls amongst themselves. They have looked a lot more composed, and more importantly, they've communicated. I think in football, if you communicate, a lot of your woes get sorted itself.
For Saurashtra Spartans,
Ashraf gonna come in for Saurashtra Spartans, throwing in every possible option that they have in the tank of theirs. Still rolling around. That's a confirmation. Jignesh going out. Another attempt by Joseph Hauke to try and unload one of those long ranges, but I think that was a bit too far away. He needs to understand one thing, that it's understandable. He's got the flair for those mighty strikes from distance. But he needs to be a lot more precise. He needs to be a lot more practical in terms of getting the shots in place. Or else it's only going to get a lot more complicated for himself. A one goal cushion will never ever be safe. Excuse me for that. An excellent ball to the left there. The Spartans still hoping to create those chances through the center. It is the Spartans still looking for. Well, that's a fine ball released out there into the stride of the Knights. Couple of step overs from the left, sends in a fine ball. However, that was taken care of at the expense of a corner. Still a long way to go. In all likelihood, he's kind of pulled his hamstring on that. Also stealing away a few crucial seconds, which is very, very important right now for the Karnavati Knights. Every second matters. Looks like it's Lakhera. He's having a bit of a challenge. He's being dragged out of the field so that play can resume on the instructions of the referee. Ideally, if you are close enough to the bylines, at times you do make these moves. I think the referee just urges you. It's a little bit, so you will just step out of it, let the game roll on. The Spartans now trying to flick it back. Still stays with the Spartans. There's an opportunity for them to unload one of those long shots, the Knights. still stays with the Karnavati Knights, of course. One from the left out there. The Spartans, can they get that? Well, that's a good ball. That's a good crossfield delivery. And yet, what he could manage is hit the ball onto a tumbling defender, whips that cross in, hoping to instill a bit of chaos in the box there. Another shot from distance, and had it not been for a crucial hand, it could have been trouble. A corner for the SAURASHTRA Spartans. Fails to reach the opposition defense. Another lovely ball towards that second post. Minutes on the ticker. Now from the left, looking for opportunities. Karnavati Knights, well, once again they came close. Just wanted to sneak one of those balls out there, hoping that one of their players would be around. Through the center once again. Another fine ball onto the left. And it eludes everyone in the process. Another throw in out there. The Spartans, they have looked in pretty solid touch. Another long ball in the box out there. The Knights, they bring it down for sure. Again, a shot taken in haste. gentle chip forward. The goalkeeper collects that without breaking any sweat at all. Back with the Knights. French spray coming in. And we get back into action after the brief halt. Spartans still hunting for that all-important equalizer. Still looking for all possible resources in their arsenal to try and nullify. Back with the Karnavati Knights as well. The Knights through the center, keeping hold of proceedings out here. And another fine tackle, just in the nick of time, getting the ball out of harm's way. As the fans, they keep on watching this game. This has been a fine battle between two sides, of course. Slightly unfortunate, the goal that was conceded by SAURASHTRA Spartans. Free kick for the Karnavati Knights.
Substitution for Karnavati Knights, jersey number 18, Siddhant Lakera, out. Jersey
Another
number
change
20,
being introduced by the Knights here. Line ball onto the left. Still looking for Sunil coming in, Siddhant going out. And here are the Spartans trying to make the most of those remaining minutes. Free kick out here for the Knights. And a gentle push towards the right as well. Another opportunity as well for the Knights to try and get the ball towards the goal. And that's a confirmation. Yellow card being shown to Harpreet. Quick throw in there for the Karnavati Knights, looking like they still want to keep on with their feet pressed on the accelerator. And back to the goalkeeper. Gentle push towards the right. Last 10 minutes remaining.
Substitution for SAURASHTRA Spartans. Jersey number 28 Krishnapal out. Jersey number 3 Yash Surveti.
Changes taking place first and foremost. Krishna in place of Yash. Let's see if these changes can bring about a change in fortune. The Knights, they look a lot more confident, to be honest. Gentle push. Throw in for the Karnavati Knights. Can they get another goal? That will obviously be the question. And for SAURASHTRA Spartans, it's still a long way out. Eight minutes plus whatsoever remains on the ticker. Throw in favor of the Knights. That's a fine ball. And now racing forward from the right wing. Hoping to whip in those crosses. Another quick throw in out there. Pushing it back. The Knights, intense, urgent, hungry for goals. Fine square ball. Brings that under decent control as well. Trying to open up the shooting lane. Looks like the flag's gone up. Still 7 minutes of regulation time remaining. Free kick for the Karnavati Knights. They looked a lot better in the last 10 to 15 minutes. A lot more in control. SAURASHTRA Spartans, they've only reacted in response instead of trying to create something of their own. The referee blowing the whistle on that occasion. I mean, it's almost 11 on the clock, 15 minutes to go. And the fact that the fans still want to keep on watching this game, that is absolutely mesmerizing. That is the evolving footballing fan culture in India. It's like another free kicking process. Now the ball played out towards the left. Trying to penetrate, hoping to get some momentum, hoping to get that shooting space open. For now, however, things look quizzical. Bit of high press there from the Knights. You can see Shivakumar dishing out instructions. He would be desperate. The defending champions have taken 4 games. I mean, this game is still not secured. So they have taken 3 games to register their first win. Whether they can register their win or not, that still remains a question mark. A massive interrogation mark looming large on the horizon. However, if they can register these 3 points, well, they'll definitely be elated. Shivakumar, he was giving out the opposition. Gently push towards goalkeeper. And now the Knights scoot forward from the left. Fine push. Another square ball through the center. Goes for one of those meaty pile drivers. However, a bit of an elevated turn. Could have been better. Could have been far better actually. away to safety again. Quick throw in. Still stays with the Spartans. A minute to go. Survey with that throw in. The Spartans now takes it on. The referee says get back up. Good defending, good closing down. Push towards the left. Looking for more space and opportunity. Looking for more chances. Another powerful hit from range.
Additional 5 minutes.
5 minutes of additional time has been given. That was a good looking shot, to be honest. But again, had a bit of momentum challenges. Here comes the cross and a crucial hand to it to push it away. That was needed, so very needed. The ball had a nasty dip to it. Could have been threatening. Thankfully, it wasn't the case. Corner. There comes the corner, headed away to safety again. And now an opportunity for the striker, for the Knights rather. Lovely first touch. And he quickly turned around and a good shot on half a turn. Fine opening. Fails to convert, fails to capitalize. And now attacks at both ends from one end to the other. The ball keeps on swirling around, creating chaos, a frenzy of emotions out here. Who's gonna come out on top? Who's gonna romp over the other? Do the Knights finally get that all-important victory, that all-elusive victory they're looking forward to? Or can the Spartans come up with a party spanner in the dying embers of the game? Anything is possible in football. Till the time the last whistle doesn't go off, anything can happen. Another injury out there, the referee blowing the whistle. Yeah, I think he turned quickly around. The only problem is things went slightly off guard for them. Looks like Shivakumar having a quick chat. Was very well aware of the fact just a few more minutes and that they should be done. free kick knocked forward. And now the Knights once again trying their luck from distance, once again hoping to find assistance from destiny. Not to be. Last minute of action. Throw in for the Karnavati Knights. Throw launched forward. Pushed back slightly. That will go out for a throw in. And what a strike there from the SAURASHTRA Spartans! Would you believe it? Time and time again, they kept on coming closer. And an absolute fireball has been unfouled from range. And who else than Abhay Yadav? He has been the man who circled around in sensational fashion, and possibly with the last kick of the game, with the last roll of the dice, he's restored parity here in Gujarat. Clinical hit, a shot that had the power to slice an atom as well.
Goal scored by jersey number 25.
Precision immaculate. Symphony supreme of one of the best goals of the tournament. Abhay Yadav take an absolute bow. And what looked like the Karnavati Knights would walk away with the victory. They have been shunned, they have been silenced, and they have been left with desperation. Free kick floated in towards that second post. The Knights hoping to create a counter-attack. They've lost possession. And does the referee blow the whistle? But the Spartans, they're okay with it. They'll be happy with how things have proceeded. Flag's gone up. That's not the final whistle. In fact, it is Harpreet Singh, not Abhay Yadav, with that goal there. Apologies for that. And that has been pushed out. And with this, the final whistle has been blown. And at the end of 97 minutes, things come to an end. It's a 1-1 draw. Looks like a yellow card has been shown to Harpreet. Needs to be careful. He has got himself on the scoring list and he has been booked as well. No. These aren't good scenes at all. These aren't good scenes at all. As well needs to calm down. The captain of the team. Things have gone all haywire, and the final scoreline is SAURASHTRA Spartans 1 and Karnavati Knights 1. And now, say goodbye to today. However, to catch your highlights along the way. Thank you, everyone.
गुजराती
And hand over a memento. First of all, First of all, congratulations. How are you feeling about you and your team's performance today?
First of all, thank God for this opportunity. The boys, I feel that we were giving everything what we had, but unfortunately, we cannot defend, and we concede in the last minute, and I feel sad. But thanks to our coach, and I appreciate all the players because they give everything all, and even though we have a tough season, we still prove that we are not giving up.
Thank you so much. Once again, all the very best and congratulations.